I'm Dave Aceto. I am owner of Arcadia National Bar in Portland. We are about 2.5 months into our first year in business, and we are, really excited to be a part of the town. And so far, so good. I would say it was a combination of spark of the moment and kind of I had been a camp counselor before, and that was my world. 8 years of being around people and kind of programming for children, and I kind of see this as programming for adults. It's giving somebody an option to do something. Every weekday we have something going on at the bar other than just sitting and drinking. It could be a Street Fighter tournament, it could be a Smash Brothers tournament, it could be we are teaching you how to play a pinball machine a little better, going through the rules of the actual pinball machine, because a lot of people the first time they play are just hitting, flippers and, thinking it doesn't matter, but there's so many intricate rules to the game that it's cool to actually get in and learn what you're supposed to be doing. So I guess this was kind of a combination of spur of the moment / what I always liked doing. So.
Pinball goes at Arcadia. They've got 10 machines here. That's a great number of machines. They've got, half of them are really well-known machines, and the other ones are very good machines. So it's a great selection. It's a great place to start. They've got one older machine, Bride of Pinbot. The rest of them are either 90s machines or new 2000s. There's a couple from the 2000s. But in terms of somebody who's never played before, I know my wife hasn't played much, and I brought her here, and you can, somebody who's never played can start to learn the basics really quickly, especially if they have somebody to talk to learn through it. But there's a lot of blinking lights, and there's a lot there that's just sort of stimulating, and it's cheap. It's 50 cents to play it. I think anybody who puts 50 cents in and plays for 90 seconds, has a really quick game, is gonna feel like they wanna put another 50 cents in instead of feeling like they got ripped off, because 50 cents these days is not a lot of money to spend. And so it's cheap entertainment. If you spend $5, $6, $7 for a beer, you're gonna be all even trying to do that on a pinball machine.
I think it's definitely one of our goals to make Portland nerdier and recognized as being a cool place for nerds to hang out. And I use nerd very all-encompassingly. There are, beer geeks just as much as there are gaming geeks. And really what it breaks down to is if you're really passionate about something, you're a nerd about it. So, as much as I am a nerd about board games, I'm also a nerd about bacon, or however many other things I really enjoy. You can really be a nerd about anything. We met playing competitive pinball, actually. Ben and I, the other owner. I started running the Portland Pinball League at Coast City Comics probably 2.5, 3 years ago, and Ben started coming to the competitions, and he was always better than me at pinball, and so we would kind of have these friendly competitions afterwards and see who could do better. Then we'd go out and have a few beers, and that was kind of it was the group of pinball players in town that would play together and then kind of go to the bar scene afterwards. And Ben and I got together and we said, that actually kind of makes sense to just combine into one thing. Why don't we have a place where people can play games, be competitive with each other, hang out, relax, not worry about anything else. There are other bars in town or other places to go where there's kind of a preconceived idea of what you're supposed to be when you're there, and I guess here we wanted to be super welcoming, and we don't care who you are, just come and hang out with us and drink good beer, because that's one of the things we like to do is play good games and drink good beer.
Me